please. Send. Oh my goodness, no. Oh no. Oh, uh-oh. Alright. So apparently the armor tipped off the... Oh, very funny. Which one of us is really hiding from the other one? Okay, folks. Here goes. I'll have to have a word or six with the armor about this. Tipping off the fuzz here. Not good. I'm not too irked about it. He did warn me, but... whatever. I'll yell at him later if it's necessary. Alright, let's see. Gee, I use this bolt caster to fight off a dog. Are they throwing bombs at my base? That is not cool. That is griefing. Yeah, it's by a sentinel, but I'm still counting it as such. I'm gonna shoot at my own tires. Done with these yet. What do I have to do for the armor? I wish I knew what I had to do for the armor. Right now I'm getting nowhere. Oh. Thank you. Apparently I gotta kill one more of these sentinels. Maybe I'll make it this guy. Alright, I'm gonna duck into my base and evade them. Maybe I'll tell the armor about all the bomb craters that are here. While I'm at this, should have the necessary materials for that plant, gut rot. Yeah, here we go. If I wasn't able to plant this thing outside, thing in the biodome. Alright, Scout 2, you've called down the wrath of the sentinels here. I blew them up, and in doing so, have destroyed my 60th sentinel. What do you think of that? Well, you survived a hurt tale, traveler. Forgive me, I was wrong. My whole life I was wrong. It is not the dead that deserve our service, it is the living. It is you, traveler. It is you and you alone. The Viking promises not to cause any more trouble for the base, apologizing profusely, telling me that the living deserve service more than the dead, that I am especially worthy of their aid. The armor rewards me with a token of my great victory. Well, thank you. It has been an honor to serve you, traveler. Go on in glory. Ah, the geology cannon. I don't have a magnetic resonator blueprint, though. Traveler, I have been inspired by your actions to craft a multi-tool of great power. Would it please you to examine it? Well, I'll have a look at it, sure. Okay, it's a B class. It's got a few things wrong with it, but the problem is it's a pistol, and mine is an experimental unit. Those are hard to beat. What the... Did I just... Do I still not have enough power? How much do I need? Maybe it's the batteries. I haven't had a chance to fill yet. How do I find the grid's load? I can't check it anywhere. Wait a minute. It's not connected to the grid. What? I think I know what happened. Or at least I can guess what happened anyway. It must have been during the fight with the Sentinels. Somehow the electrical grid got disturbed. Because of that, the solar panels weren't able to generate enough. Am I still not connected to the grid somehow? Maybe if I put it... I mean, I already have a connection here. So despite the fact that you're connected to the grid, you're not connected to the grid. None of these are connected. Is it really just because they don't have... They look connected. I don't know, maybe when the sun comes up, it'll shed some light on this situation, no pun intended. Anyway, the scientist wants to talk to me too. I do not think my child experiment is working. They have not assuaged my loneliness, and now I have two consciousnesses to fear for. I am losing myself, traveler. Take my core to a monolith. Let me interface before the Atlas. I must speak to eternity. The Corvex has no memories of my last journey with their core. Then I tried to reconnect them with the convergence. This time they seek the Atlas. I do not know if the monolith grants such an interface or if anything does, but I'll take this mission anyway. So now I've got his core again. Who else do I need to discuss things with? Well, the Korvax scientist isn't going to ask me... isn't going to help me build a core, sorry, a circuit board. How do I get off this thing at the right floor? Can I just not for some reason? Is this floor just inaccessible to me? Swap multi-tools. finally made it off. Where's the ladder? It's here. If I could just take this ladder out and put another one in that... Can you even take stuff out of bases? I'm wondering if you can. That was the gut rot flower. Well, friend, does it blossom? Is it heavy with fruit? Well, it isn't blossoming yet, but I do have Fecium, so... Beautiful friend, we shall make it far more of you yet, while I prepare a dish of fragrant wonder. Another agricultural challenge awaits you. Frostwort. But I need dioxide for it. The frostwort is a tricky thing, friend. It flourishes where other plants fail, thrusting its roots through ice and snow. But such a hard life is not for us. Plant one here in your own home and be spared the pain of winter. Tolgek Ultrau asked me to grow a frostwort plant and prove our hydroponic system can replicate any environment. Well, I'll take that. Wonderful, friend. It's a delicate thing to look at for such a hardy plant. Please do enjoy it. Well, let me see. Maybe he can get you off a ladder. Maybe a different keystroke can get you off a ladder. I had a door I put in somewhere by mistake. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna use a glass roofed corridor here. But I will try and stick one. Can I really not put this outside the... It's because this is a door here, and... I guess I can't build a corridor where there's a door. Forget it. I'm gonna put this thing somewhere. Wherever there's room. I'd like to be able to climb on top of the roof here, please. Alright, so about that corridor. I suppose if I put the corridor here, or yeah, here, and then put in another cylindrical room at the end of it. And a lot of pure ferrite. Still, like I said, there's a machine that I've been meaning to add to my base for a while now. It requires 5 microprocessors, but I can swing that. I have... Wait a minute. I forgot I was out of copper, like, again. Still... Let me see, where's their monolith? It's kind of a distance from here, but it's not too far. I'm gonna go get to my ship, which is on its landing pad, and take it over there. There's a landing pad let out. It's this level. get off this thing? There we go. Okay. So the monolith is over there. It's not too far. But I imagine it's far enough that there should be some copper around there. Well, if I don't get any copper, though, well... It isn't here, is it? Maybe it's over the hill? That there looks like a... Well, I can't tell what it looks like. But it's a rating for it. If it's somewhere where I can get technology, then I could probably I'll rate it, but I'll only do so after finishing this mission here. Is it really? Did it really touch down on the wrong side of the hill here? I think I could look for copper if I'm doing a target sweep. I had to double check that. It keeps showing me, it keeps telling me about the drop pod maps I have. Which, yeah, I do need to go hunting for them. Ah, here we go. Ooh, it's one of these too. Alright, well, first things first, get some more vocabulary. Okay, here we are. What's that say? That's 66. It's F 6C L FL 6F 15th letter. That just says FLO. I think. I approached the monolith and prepared to insert the Korvax's core within the dais. The structure looks as if it were made for such a moment. Error, Atlas, obey Atlas, error, run, error, run. I think I crashed it or something. Life form identified Korvax Echo. purpose servant of traveler. Really, can tell all that? Analysis, verisimilitude failure, emotional breakdown, traveler infection. Solution, terminate, insulate, project, hate, protect, wipe. In other words, here we go again. Rebooting, 1, 2, 3. And it shut down. Okay. Not entirely sure what I should make of that. Now let's see if there's any copper around here. I know I need some. Once again, everything but. No? Oh, that's sac venom. Never mind. I'd rather not. I'd rather not make Sentinels mad at me. That's why I didn't go yanking Gravitino balls. There's just not any copper ready to go around here anymore. I mean, nothing but salt and pyrite. Maybe this place never had. Like, I thought it had some. I'm going after that that unknown building, whatever it is. I think I spotted it from the air. And if it is what I think it is, then it may have technology, and I may need. Wait a second. Oh, I do have a microprocessor. Yeah, because I know I needed one last time. I rated I rated something. But this thing. May or may not have had sentinels hanging around it. Yeah, there's one. There's a couple of them. So let me see. If I had to guess, yes, I'd say it's one of those locations with technology or product formulas in it. That reminds me, I gotta install something that isn't the bolt caster. Alright, let's see what we got here. Terminal flashes 2 alerts, presumably the source of the alarms ringing in my ears. They know I'm here. Oh, let me see. Okay, that was the intruder alert. Oh, but that was touch and go. So I'm going to learn a new recipe. Why do I need inventory slots? clear out some space here. I can probably discard this, actually. Okay. I need a new recipe. Like now-ish. Do I want the second Atlas Pass? Maybe I'll have a look at what else. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're talking about a circuit board, right? Well, now I know how to make one. I totally forgot to... have to install that thing. The multi-tool expansion slot. Well, never mind the copper, then I didn't have any room for it anyway, apparently. And I know you can make chromatic metal from indium, but I only got that stuff on after coming across a buried cache and disassembling what was in there. Yeah, there's just any copper here. Explain why I couldn't find it. And that's supposed to be common as salt, and yet... So I learned how to make circuit boards. I wonder, do I know how to make a heat capacitor? I think I learned polyfiber. Yeah, I learned polyfiber, but not the heat capacitor. Maybe I'll have to ask a scientist about that. I'll have to ask my Korvac scientist about that when I'm finished with delivering him, with plugging him back in and turning him off, rebooting him, I guess. Well, if this went in, if this was anything like last time, then my scientist isn't gonna remember me at all. It'll be like we first met. Okay, look, you legitimately said that the landing pad is available. That shouldn't have happened. If the landing pad's available, it's... The green rings mean the landing pad's available. They don't mean it may be available. Alright, where is my... Yeah, here it is. Gorniak or whatever his name is. Research entity of Gorniak's shell sits in front of me awaiting reconnection. I fear for what has happened to their data core. Okay, plug it in. Show reconnection, Carapace online. Oh, I think we've read this. Yeah, it's the first thing he said to us when I met him at the station. How do you feel about structural analysis, stranger? The scientist has once again been reset, but without a connection to the convergence, I fear they're doomed to repeat the cycle forever. From the moment they met me in the space station until they collapse into loneliness. Perhaps if I can find them a convergence cube, they might be unified with the rest of the Korvax and escape. I think I have one around here somewhere. The scientist deserves this chance at reconnection. They have helped me greatly, and they have taken good care of their beacon. Let's see. If I remember correctly, I put it. How did this happen? I have room, and I can't access it because it didn't connect to the corridor somehow? The corridor's there. Room's there. It looks like it all snapped in. But it didn't all snap in, even though it did. Okay, I had a convergence cube around somewhere. Oh, it was in my ship. Okay, here we go. Stranger, I fear something unusual is occurring. Is this facility shielded in some way so that signals are unable to escape? Maybe? Research entity Uvornivek is once again becoming aware of their isolation. The convergence cube may be their only hope, so plug the cube in. I entered the cube. The Korvax is temporarily startled, but soon their lights begin to flash in a familiar pattern. I cannot be sure, but the plan appears to have worked. Forgive me for asking, Entity, but did I know you once? You seem familiar. These terminals, do they have my own design? One machine even called me its parent, attempted to convince me of its love. I deleted the bug, of course. I run a proper code base. I did harvest some useful blueprints from its store, however, would you care for them? Well, whatever relationship we had developed has gone, replaced only by this cloud of unknowing. Perhaps it was an error. Perhaps this being was the true self of the Korvax all along, and the one I knew was just a sickness and distortion. Well, I cannot know. I'll take the blueprints anyway. Take care when constructing these objects, Traveler. The plans were created by an error after all. And that's how you make a heat capacitor. Okay. So where are we with this? Well, I still need a circuit board. I still need to know why after... Oh, never mind. I think I do know why the lights are going out. Oh, it's because I added this room. Wait a minute. So that there is the roof of that one machine room. Does it somehow no longer stack? Do they just not stack anymore? Like they used to? Looks like it was supposed to. But maybe because it connected to the corridor instead of... So you can't take the room out. I know you used to be able to, but wait a minute. Oh, I think I see what I can do now. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'll put the cylindrical room on first, like that. Then I'll put in a corridor like this. I'll see if that works. So we'll see if that works. Okay, yeah, there we go. Much better. Now I got a room on top of another room. And I think I once again can't get a reading on the grid. Does it just not connect the way it should anymore? Well, I guess either way, I'm gonna need to put a battery in there. How much pure ferrite do I have? 27, that's not enough. Okay, well I guess I could go to I'll take it out to Planet Lake Effect and go grab me some dioxide. I'd stash this stuff. No? This Sentinel boundary map can show me where there is a Sentinel pillar. Well, it's food for thought, I suppose. But for now, I'm gonna go take my starship to Lake Effect, grab some dioxide. If I run into a manufacturing facility, another blueprint. Yeah, I suppose I would have gotten that circuit board anyway. There's a resource depot. I don't want to go to one of those because I mean I could raid it, but I'd much rather have the blueprints. Well, I guess I'm going there like it or not. If anything, it'll clear it from it'll clear it as a tagged location. Hopefully this place has copper. I think it does. I think I'll just land here. I don't do anything with this information. So it's something of a crapshoot anyway. I'll install this in my multi-tool. I think I had one before. Switch this to my starship to hand out at space stations. This also space station. I think I left the rest of the navigation data that I had. I sold it when I sold the radiant pillar. It's not that big of a loss, though. All right. Well, I'm not here to raid you, but I think there are some missions that have you raid these depots, and as a bit of a fringe benefit, that you get what's in them. But right now, I'm not interested in what's in them. More navigation data. Give me no heed. I'm glad I'm getting microprocessors now. Each one of those means one less that I have to build. Alright, let's see. Limestone, plants. Dioxites. Magnetized ferrite. Oh, I need that too. More magnetized ferrite. I'll take the... What did that do? I meant to mark dioxide deposit. Like that. So I've got dioxide, magnetized ferrite. Got room for once. Bigger terrain manipulator. And some here. I'll grab dioxide, I'll grab magnetized ferrite, and I'll see if I can find some copper. All the copper that I can get my hands on. Well, it took a lot of doing, but I came here for copper, and now I have it. In fact, I have a pretty substantial amount of this stuff. Still no tritium asteroids? Are they just not marked anymore? I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of scanner module that I have to install. The freighter fleet's in town. Look, if push comes to shove, I'm just gonna have to buy this stuff, as much as I don't like buying stuff that I can just dig up. But anyway, I've got copper, I've got dioxite, I've got an asteroid field that I just passed through. If I can just retrace my steps. Ah, so that was a tritium asteroid. It's such a relief that I can actually get this, get my hands on this stuff. The asteroids, the field seems kind of sparse, but as long as I can bring down some of these, well, I guess there are some asteroids you can't bring down, but if I can mine these, yeah, the ones that detonate when you hit them with the photon cannon. Those contain tritium. And I need I don't know exactly how much I need. But I'm planning on finally adding that pulse spitter I've been positively itching to get installed. There's the cadmium drive. I need that. Suppose once I've installed it, I can demonstrate why. Okay, I got a good 300 and something tritium. Where's my base again? It was in the heads-up display, but yeah, I was heading directly for it. All right, here we go. While I'm at this, what will it take? Yep, I'm gonna put in my infra-knife accelerator. It's my favorite weapon to use here. Oh, I don't have enough chromatic metal for my cadmium drive. Yeah, I need 500 copper to get the chromatic metal for the cadmium drive. And it's I'm a bit too close to home to, I'm tempted to just stop again and start shooting at the asteroids. Oh, but I suppose just gotta resist it. Touching down after I tried to do it at least 3 times and failed for whatever the reason. Anyway, you can hear me tapping the key on the keyboard, but either way, see, I'm going to climb up here, plant the next plant. Go and harvest frostwort. So that should be here. What the heck are they talking about? Object. Okay. That's better. That made me worried a bit. And now that I have some frost crystal on me, I can return to the farmer and discuss the next plant. You have mastered the frostwort? Your base is already feeling more homely, yes? Well, it's not ugly, but I think you mean homey? Not to be confused with a rather dated piece of slang from the early aughts. Does the way it shimmers in the light not enchant you, friend? I have lost hours to its gentle glisten, but now a plant of great contrast. Solanium. Oh, I can knock this out easy. Your next crop will be the solar vine, a plant that grows deep within the mantle of scorched worlds. It ekes out all heat from the sun of the core below. Its roots can extend to such incredible lengths that once it was believed that they never ended. But do not worry, friend. Here, with our facilities, their growth shall be more manageable. Toguk Ultra wishes for me to cultivate a solar vine, a plant that usually grows only in extreme heat. If only I shone as brightly as the solar vine, I envy you the joy of discovery, friend. Well, I'll just get that installed, shall I? Got a good chunk of it ready in my inventory. Oh, am I down here? go. I'd have to hop off this ladder by using jump. Okay, why is this? Oh. Alright. You have successfully cultivated solar vine, yes? Well, I grabbed some early on. I grabbed some selenium because I thought I might need it later. Yes, I can smell its heat from here, incandescent splendor. Ba-ching. Wonderful. Savor this moment, friend. For now I lead you into a more dangerous realm of botanical study. You're not thinking of having me cultivate that sac venom, are you? A spherical fungal molds. Fungal clusters are cultivated within toxic environments, but you have proved you can master much, yes. Be careful as you work, friend. Clusters have been known to cause illness and hallucination if improperly handled. Extended exposure is ill-advised. Togak Ultra wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow fungal clusters. Well, I'll do it, but not now. Wonderful. While you prepare the fungal clusters, I will check our ventilation systems. One can have too much of a good thing, yeah. Be sure to pop by the biodome. That's where I'm putting these plants. Okay. Let's see, what can I do here? Well, what have I done? I've added the infinite accelerator. And I've been meaning to put the pulse splitter in, but I need 200 deuterium. Oh, and I gotta go down a level. There's a room on top of the machine room. Yeah, it's this room right here. I need 200 chromatic metal. So let's see. 200 chromatic metal for the large refiner. Plus, how many does that? The cadmium drive, I think, takes 250 chromatic metal. Yeah, that's 450 times 2 is 900. And that is just shy of everything I've got. I'm glad I did this. The only drawback is that we're going to have to... It's a solar panels. I'm going to need more of them because I need another battery. Just put one down right now. That's why I was trying to dig up all that magnetized ferrite. And yes, I need like... I would have needed to go the whole 1,000 chromatic metal. So I'm wondering if the large refinery affects how much chromatic metal you can get out of indium. I was positive you can get more. And while I'm waiting for that, well, I gotta move some stuff around, but I still think I can't think straight. I need to build me a circuit board. Not a microprocessor, a full-blown circuit board. To do that, Oh, I gotta unpack these arms just in case. Oh, it's for the infra knife. Yeah, I'm totally plugging this in. That's what I hoped for. Alright, so to build me a circuit board, I need forest crystal and selenium for the heat capacitor. Check. What do we need for the polyfiber? Cactus flesh and starwood. Well, I should. Well, I was gonna say I should have the cactus flesh on me somewhere, but it's in the safe, and once again, the safe is out of power. And I'm out of chromatic metal. Well, the chromatic metal I have is already allocated to such things as this. My cadmium drive. I'll take us to somewhere that needs the that's only reachable to the cadmium drive later on. Right now we're staying here, though. Now for a trip to the... well, I'm going to call this the refinery room. Because once I put this thing down, the portable refiner in the machine room will have been completely superseded by this thing right here. Yeah, I'll center it right here. This is a big refiner. Doesn't need a fuel inverter. Now let me see. I should have some tritium in here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I think I need 200. 200 deuterium, and here we go. It's putting the dihydrogen together with the tritium to make deuterium, and that deuterium I need to make my pulse spitter. There's my indium. Did I put it in my... oh, I did. I put it in my in my safe, which I can't get to because I'm once again out of power. So I've been over these other weapons before. This is for close range. I'm not a fan of close range combats, though. The rocket launcher, well, it doesn't do well with shielded targets. Cyclotron ballista, well, they can... ooh, sorry about that. They can shut down a shield, but they can't take out the ship once the shield has been shut down. Yeah, a lot of SH sounds there. The infra knife, however, it's rapid fire. The only drawback is its tendency to overheat. It's a lot like a machine gun. You know, if you've ever seen like a war movie or something where they have a guy using a machine gun and he's dumping out like a zillion bullets, it's over a full like, I don't know, 5 or 10 second period. It's never... those things overheat kind of fast. You have to fire them in short bursts. Speaking of machine guns, the pulse spitter. Now I can really take on some sentinels there. It doesn't tell you what the damage per second is, though. but it does give you a damage potential, and that is a lot of damage potential. That's way higher than my old rifle had.